finally it is officially fall. But you know what, in my heart, it's been fall for a while. I love the whole season. Me and my girls, we love crafts. We love getting coffee. We love doing caramel apples, painting pumpkins. Like, we're always looking for something to do. And Haley said to me, Mom, we have to do so many things this year for fall. I want to just make plans, go do things, get lunch, and just do lots of projects. Well, I've got the project for you. So if you're looking for something that's inexpensive and simple to do, I got it. All you need is a toilet paper holder, yarn, and a stick. Like, seriously inexpensive. And our Michaels had yarn, buy one, get one half. So I only spent like $6 on 2 things of yarn. Well, we have already made 20 of them. And look at, I still have like a ton. So let me show you. They're so cute. Look at how cute are these mini pumpkins. Look at, they're adorable. So literally you can make dozens of these for under $5. I mean, under $5. Now, if you want to get 2 things of yarn, it's going to cost you $6.50, and you're going to get like 60 of them, 100 of them. I mean, it doesn't cost much to do this, and they're the cutest things ever. I mean, look at. Literally yesterday, I was doing these talking to my friend, just sitting there, relaxed, and you can get 2 per toilet paper roll, because what you do is you cut them in half. And so you can get 2, and I love this one. This is my favorite. Cutest thing ever. And so I think that you can do this with your younger kids, because we literally made like 15 of these yesterday with our kids group that we do, and their ages are like 5 to 13. And some of them didn't look like as pretty, but they did a good job and they loved it. It was just so simple. So I'm gonna show you how to do this. I'm telling you, grab some coffee, put some Christmas music on, or maybe put Gilmore Girls on. I love Gilmore Girls. And you can literally just sit here and do these. Like, I did this all day yesterday. I just sat, made pumpkins for everybody. My friend was laughing at me. She's like, wow, it looks so relaxing. I said, you should try it. It's really relaxing. So you're gonna need some of these snips to cut the branches off. You're gonna want the branches kind of thick, because you want it to be able to like put into your pumpkin. So I'm gonna get every time I do a video, I can't talk. I get tongue-tied. So anyway, I did get different colors because I wanted to do different ones. And plus, I'm gonna be doing this with the ladies of our church. I'm in charge of the craft for November, and I thought, how cute would this be? They can make like 4 or 5, and it doesn't cost much. Like I said, we've literally done 2 dozen, and I still have probably enough to do another 2 dozen. And so this one, I just had to put a stem on. This is the one where I was showing the kids at church how to do it. But, and you can literally talk, like I was literally walking around, just wrapping it. It's so easy. Okay, so I grabbed all my toilet paper holders around the house. And so let's get this going, because I'm telling you, you're going to love it. And you know what, mamas? Maybe you just want to do it yourself. So grab a cup of coffee, turn the TV on, and just sit and literally just, it's almost like the loom. Like, you know how you loom hats together and you just sit there and you watch TV and relax? This is kind of like, and look, I got my fall apron on. No, I'm not cooking right now, but I have been doing lots of cooking. Like right next to me, I made Mississippi pot roast, and then I bought this beautiful bread. It's a jalapeno cheddar sourdough like roll bread. I thought that'd be kind of cool to put with soup. And I'm gonna have to try that on my own. I'm gonna have to try and make that. I don't really know how to do sourdough or any of that bread, but it's so beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna start talking because I wanna get going on this. Super easy, super relaxing, and very, very budget friendly. So yeah, let's get going. I'm gonna set my pumpkins here so you guys can see them as we're making them. I do need to cut another stick for this. All right, so the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna take your toilet paper holder and you're gonna cut it in half. So just cut it in half like this. So then you have two, and try to do it evenly, because I noticed when I did this, like look at one's a little bigger. And so the shorter they are, the smaller your pumpkin's gonna be. But I mean, they're just, this is my favorite right here. Love it so much. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your scissors and you're gonna cut slits. Let me get a close up here. You're gonna cut slits, and you don't have to do a ton of slits. If you make them a little longer, that's okay. So just cut your slits. I'd say, I mean, here, I'll show you in a second here. Just cut your slits. So they're gonna be about like this. Can you see that? So what you're gonna do is you're then gonna fold it under. See that? You're folding them under, because you want your pumpkin to be fat, and then it makes it kind of have that shape to it, and then that like pumpkin shape, and then your stick will sit in. So here, this is the top. See how that is? And so you're gonna do that on both sides. So now we're gonna cut the other one. And so one of them I did I didn't cut enough string, so then I just tied it and then kept going. So you don't have to do these super close. And so you're just gonna fold it over. And you wanna make sure that these stay down. So to get started, it kind of is a little challenging, but so this is what it's gonna look like, okay? So you're gonna have both sides like this, and then you're gonna grab your color. So I'm actually gonna do, let's just do orange, traditional orange. So you're just gonna take your string, and I just kind of eyed it. So, I'm telling you, this is gonna be like the fastest video ever because it's so easy. I'm just gonna have to tell you what I've been doing. So just kind of eye it and cut your string. There we go. I think I'm gonna just do this tonight while I'm watching more shows. Me and Joshy have been watching shows at night. We literally watched the Lilo and Stitch, the real movie, and my husband laughed so hard. Oh my goodness. Like that little girl is so funny. And she's absolutely adorable. So you know what? I'm actually gonna cut two. So I'll cut two just to get this one ready to go. So I'll try and make two with you guys. But they're super cute. I don't know. I've been looking for different crafts to do, and I found this one, and there's another one that I wanna try. You literally take a sock that maybe it's like striped looking kind of fallish, and you fill it, and then you kind of make it like circular, and then you like fold it. It's super cute. So I want to try that too. Okay, so I'm going to do the same one here. Just fold it over. I don't know, I just feel like it's really relaxing. I was just sitting there yesterday and talking to my friend, and she's laughing at me, and I said, do you want to make one? She's like, no, that's okay. I'm just going to watch you. So she just talked while I made crafts, and I loved it. I don't know, I feel like sometimes crafts like really help, like if you're stressed and you just need to chill out and relax. I feel like crafts are great. Okay, so this one you can see is kind of a little smaller, but that's okay. So now you're gonna take your string, and you wanna keep it balled up. Now it might not later, but it's okay. You can undo it. So you're gonna take your string and you're gonna slide it into one of these slits. So you see that? See how I slid that into my fingers aren't working today. So you're gonna slide it into the slit. It just makes it a lot easier. So when you wanna wrap it, you wanna wrap that part first. So you got it into the slit, just keep your finger on it. Then you're just gonna take your wad of string. Seriously, it's so easy. And you're gonna pull it through, making sure to hold your finger on that. And then you're just going to overlap that. Make sure these stay down when you do it. So just pull up through the, I know you're probably thinking, wow, that is so easy. Yeah, it really is. It does take some time, but just keep pulling it and then just keep going through it. And you just keep doing this over and over and over until you get it all done. And if they flip up on you, just, And so if you, when I first did mine, I didn't do nicely. See how I'm putting it so nice together on the side? I didn't do that. I just wrapped it around, and then I just went back and filled in the holes. But if you want to do this, because maybe this might be more calming for you, go ahead and do that, and you just push it together, and then once you get it all wrapped, like I said, go back through it, and then just, you might have to help your little kids. We had to help them a little bit, but I felt like the kids that were around 10 to 12, they did really good. Their pumpkins looked really great. They actually looked better than mine did. So yeah, you're just gonna keep doing this. But I do think my favorite is this one. And you wanna make sure that you get the thicker yarn. You don't want the skinny stuff because it won't work. Because you want it kind of full inside, because that's what's gonna keep your stick in there. And so when you cut your sticks, you wanna do more of the fatter parts of the stick so it stays in there. You know what you can do too is if you want, I was talking to Haley, is you can also do cinnamon sticks. If you want to put a cinnamon stick in there, you just have to cut it in half. But I wasn't going to do that because I don't know if you guys have started getting all your fall stuff. Have you been getting things to start baking and stuff? But I literally got a container of cheap cinnamon sticks from Walmart. It was $12 for 2 dozen cinnamon sticks. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my goodness, it's literally $12 for cinnamon sticks. And so I thought, you know what? A tree branch is free. You just go out and cut a tree branch, and you don't have to pay for it. So that's what I would do. I would stick with the tree branch because, this is a budget friendly. This is something that you can do with your family, and it's not going to cost a lot. And I've literally had this for a while, and life has just been so busy. This last weekend, I took my daughter-in-laws to see the Gilmore Girls because my girls were busy. And I thought, you know what, I want to spend some time with them. I want to get to know them. Like, I've known Madison for a while, but Emily just got married to Gideon, and I haven't really got to know her. And so it was just very nice just spending time with them. It was a really nice time. We got to meet the actor that played Luke. Super excited. And he was really nice, like super, super nice. And then we got to meet the actor that played Gypsy. She was the mechanic. And holy cow, was she absolutely adorable. Like, she was so sweet, and she was just taking time to spend with people. She was talking to them, asking them questions. And I understand that, probably because a lot more people went to see the actor that plays Luke. And he did say hi, and he was very kind. And, except they were selling autographs, a picture for $80. I'm like, no, I'm not paying $80 for a picture. No way. I was kind of disappointed though, because I thought, come on, we paid a little bit to meet him, and I was like, darn it. But Rose, her name is Rose, she was signing people's bags, their shirts. I mean, she was so stinking. Look, I've literally almost done. She was so stinking sweet. I can't stand it. And so we went in there to meet her, and me and the girls, and she walks up and she goes, hi. And she looked at me, she goes, do I know you? And I'm like, I don't know. She goes, because she's from Michigan. She was born and raised in Michigan. And she's like, so did you go to school in Grand Rapids? And I'm like, well, I have family in Grand Rapids. I've been to Grand Rapids. She's like, I said, well, we have like social media. She's like, that's not it. She said, did we go to school together? And I'm like thinking, I don't think so. She's like, I know you. Like, I know you. I have met you before. And I'm just like, okay. And so it's so funny because before, see, like I have a little bit of knot, but it takes 2 seconds to take care of it. And Madison was like, I bet, what if that one of them follow you on Instagram and they know you? And I'm like, there's no way they're going to know us. Like, they're literally like stars. Like, we're just a family that people follow, but we're not like famous, like celebrities. And so she's like, no, I know you. And I was like, I don't know. I said, we have, I literally told you guys that I could get it out of here. And it's because I'm trying to talk and do stuff at the same time. But she's like, no, I know you. And I said, well, we have a family, like we cook. And I said, my name is Heather Bell. And she's like, nope, that's not it. And I said, Mama Bell? And she's like, yes, that's it. I follow you guys. And I'm just like, and Madison's like, I knew it, Heather, I knew it. And I'm like, I was in shock. She's like, yes, I follow you guys. She says, I follow you guys on Instagram. She says, literally every single night when I go to bed, I go to your videos because I watch you cook. And that's like my go-to at night. Like, you're my go-to at night. And I was like, I was getting all hot. I was getting, like flushed. Like, I said, I am so honored. Like, she seriously is like the nicest person ever. And she's like, yeah, I literally follow your family. She says, you're a big family. You cook for a big family. You have like all these little taco bars and you have like all this food laid out. And I said, yeah, like she knew. She's like, and you adopted kids. Like, she literally knew. I'm almost done here. I have like one little knot and then I got to get out. She's like, yeah, I follow your family. And I mean, it was so sweet. And so then I shared some pictures on our Instagram of meeting her, because she really was like the sweetest ever. And she actually like responded. She's like, it was so nice to meet you. I can't believe that I knew who you were, and I follow you at night, and my husband literally tells me every night that I need to shut you down so I can go to bed. I mean, it was so sweet. I really was. I was flushed. I was like, I kept telling her, I said, I am so honored. Like, she really is like the nicest person ever. And so, yeah, she responded back. And she's like, it was so nice to meet you. I can't believe I watch you every night. And I can't believe that I met you. I mean, she was like excited about meeting me. See how now I'm just kind of going through it all because I've already done it, just literally talking to you guys. So now that I have extra string, I'm just going to go through it and just make sure I fill in everything. But I was just so humbled. I just said, oh my goodness. I said, you seriously, this is the sweetest thing ever. And then she actually texted me a couple times, like when I messaged her back. And she said, thank you so much. And so I even tagged like the character that plays Luke. And he didn't even respond, but his assistant did. And she's like, thank you. That's a cute picture. Don't forget to follow his podcast. And I was just like, come on. But she just kept messaging me. Like, we talked several times. There, I got it. We talked several times. And she was just very sweet. I was very humbled. And so that's my story of Gypsy. She really is the sweetest ever. And they're talking about doing a Christmas show. And then I guess like in Connecticut, they have another Gilmore Girls thing, and they actually have like over a dozen characters going to be there. But we have already prior commitments, so we can't go. But I told Haley, I said, why don't we save up our money and next year drive to, it's like Guilford, Connecticut. Okay, so I'm just trying to fill in the hole. See how fast it is? And literally I was talking to you guys and making this super cute pumpkin. But I still think my favorite is this. And I really do like the green too. The green is super cute. But yeah, so a famous celebrity literally follows our family. I'm like truly, truly humbled for sure. Okay, so I'm going to keep going. And you know, you don't have to do this. If you want to just be done with it, you can just cut the string and tuck it in. But I want it to be as full as possible. That's why you need to make sure that you do the fatter, thicker yarn, because it just makes it like more poofier, like more like looking like a pumpkin. Okay, so now that you get that, you're going to take it and you're just going to tuck it in. Just tuck it into another one. Usually it should end up going on the inside. So, you know, I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to trim this because you want it to tuck in on the inside. So there we go. And so then you're going to end up on the inside, and all you're going to do is just tuck it into another string and just kind of wrap it. If you want to glue it, you can. And so all I do too, I don't know if you can see this, is I kind of press it down a little bit because you want these things to stay up as much as possible so your stick. So you don't want to tuck it like super tight, because there we go. If you wrap it super tight, then see how the hole's too big? So I wrapped mine a little too tight because I was talking to you guys, but see how this one isn't? Because you want it to stay folded, but you don't want it to tuck in. So don't do what I did. I literally just did a video with you and I'm telling you not to do it. So don't do what I did. You want to make sure that you do really loose. See, this one's really loose too. See how the stick will stay in, and this one too. So you want to make sure that, let me tuck that in there, that you don't do it too tight. But I think I was just so excited telling you guys about my thing. But you know what? You could probably pull it too. I'm going to pull it. So just if you pull those in there, just try and pull them up a little bit. I'm not a very good teacher, am I? I'm not the best at crafts. I really try, and I do enjoy doing them, but I'm definitely not like the queen of crafts. All right, there we go. So I'm just trying to push up the tops here. Okay, so you don't want this. But then what you're going to do is you're going to take your stick. So go looser with it, okay? So you don't have such a hole. And then you're just going to measure it. I actually got these when I was decorating for a wedding. And you're going to want to cut it, but you want the string to hang out a little bit, or the stem. And then you just put it in, but it's not working because I did it too tight. So let's just say this is the one I was doing. So then you just want to stick it in there and look at how cute is that? I think it took me less than 10 minutes. So I'm going to have to figure this one out. I think I'm going to have to like pull my string out a little bit and make it kind of fluffy. So you can do that if you want. Just kind of loosen it up a little bit. Let's see if that works. Why I got you guys on. I did it way too tight. I can feel it. So you just want to do it really loose because you want that. There we go. Okay, let's see if I can fix that one. And then go a little bit above. There we go. How cute is that? I mean, they're absolutely adorable. I mean, look at. I'm going to make a trillion more. Well, maybe not a trillion, but a lot. So here it is. Little mini pumpkins. You can make 2 per toilet paper. So save your toilet paper rolls. Run to Michael's because Michael's has this beautiful yarn. Buy one, get one. I mean, you know, any kind of fall. I mean, you can do colors too. If you want to do like blues and stuff, you can. But I want to stick with more of the fallish. But yeah, here it is. Here is how it, you know, it looks and stuff. So make sure you get scissors. Get you some snips. I've been using these snips a lot lately, but that's it. I mean, so simple, hey? So simple. Okay, well, I'm sorry that mine took like a little, I was so excited talking to you guys. You guys are like, wow, thank you for not sharing the craft that you did not do right. But look at this one is right. And these 2 worked. But I was more relaxed. I was just kind of chilling and doing it, you know, so I'm going to sit down and get some coffee because I've been working all day. You guys are going to see in another video, or you might have seen it, or maybe you're going to see it. The siding has officially started, and the windows. So I literally have 3 new windows in already, and the siding looks so beautiful. It really looks like a farmhouse. Like, I love it so much. And now I have to order doors, which I forgot to call. So I'm gonna have to call tomorrow. But I'm gonna order doors because I think I'm gonna go with white doors to kind of offset the blues and the browns. And then behind me, that's gonna be my future food pantry, which I'm so excited. But thank you so much though for joining me on making these budget-friendly mini pumpkins that I did not show you I have accomplished. Crazy. I'm crazy because I don't know how to do crafts. Crazy for trying and crazy for trying and crazy for trying on video. I know that doesn't make any sense. Well, anyway, thank you so much. Make sure to subscribe and like to our family page where I'm going to show you more crafts that might not work out. And I actually have a couple different recipes I want to share with you. And then I have a recipe for making donuts at home. And it costs $3 to make 3 dozen donuts. $1 a dozen. My mom did this with me when I was a kid. And I did it with my kids when I was a kid. Wait. And I did it with my kids when they were kids. Wait. And I did it with my kids when they were little. You guys are like, are you okay, Heather? I'm actually okay. I am. I'm doing really good. I'm happy. I'm grateful. I'm thankful. And I just love fall. So to end this, because, you know, you guys are thinking I got to go get things done. You have to stop, Heather. Okay. Well, thank you for joining me. And happy fall, y'all.